Hi everyone, I am Mr. Nisha. I chat about self-care for millennial women who are 9-to-5ers, have side hustles, or are content creators. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my returning subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe, join the family, hit the like, thumbs up, all of that stuff. Sorry this video is a day late, but it is an important one. It is a March planning session with me. So if you want to know how I plan for March and also reflect back on February, then just keep on watching. For first things first, I am remembering that I need to do the shout out of the week. So the shout out of the week this week goes to Rochelle Bajnat. She said, thank you so much for the informative video. Definitely going to purchase some of these products. Recommended. What tips can you give to preventing hair frizz whilst drying your hair? I have responded to her. It was my curly hair video. Thank you so much to Rochelle. And yeah, let's just get into it. So before we get into March, I just wanted to reflect back on February. I will show you some of the things that I talked about and wanted to focus on in February. Basically, my Feb was all about February. It was growth, belief, and mindfulness. And my focus was on self-love for the entire month. So if you were on my Instagram, then you would see that I tried a lot about self-love. And then I talked about having the nutrition and the brain, gut, mind, all of that kind of being important in it. And then I tried the morning routine. So before we get into it, for March, my February was a little bit more stressful than I thought it would be. And this is because I made a major life change and decision in the route that I'm going, and so it was quite hectic in the last 2 weeks especially, and I did have like lots of intense growth, but I wasn't as mindful as I should have been. So I didn't really practice the things that I wanted to in that sense, but I was I was really doing well with my nutrition, getting my health in order. So I am feeling a bit better now, but I'm still on this path of helping my gut reset and all of that stuff. So that will still be a common theme that's happening in this month as well. And yeah, so for March, well, the good thing about February also was that it kind of closed the chapter to something quite important, and then it allows me in March to now move on to the next thing that I want to work on. And oh yes, the morning routine did not work. I tried 5 a.m. for quite a few mornings, but I am a night person, so it just didn't work out for me, and I don't think it will work out for me, and I just had to figure out how I want to build my schedule. But I'll chat to you guys about that. And also, yeah, the course, I didn't get much done with the course because I was so busy. So before we get into March, I just wanted to highlight a few things. So think about February. What was the best thing that happened in February? So you can pause this video here and then ask yourself this question and then write it down. And then what didn't go so well in February? Also think about that and then write that down. So you can pause it here as well. And then what do you want to take into March? That's another thing to think about. So you can pause it here, start writing, working with me, and this will make it easier for you to plan as well. And if it was more than one good thing that happened, or more than one bad thing, or more than one thing you want to take into the new month, you can also write that down. So for me, the good thing that happened is that I closed a chapter to a major part, and I am now moving into a new part. So that was a huge thing for me. And it was good, it was really good. And then the thing that didn't go so well was me not being as mindful and me not having that real growth, I feel, because I was just so busy. And then what am I taking into March for that question? I think into March, I want to be more mindful, and I want to practice being more intuitive, listening to my body, working with my body, and building a routine. So, cool. That's my 3 things. What are your 3 things? Please do this with me so it makes it a bit easier for you as well. If you haven't done your planning or you want to redo it, this will help you. So let's just get into March. I did a little bit of a bullet journal thing, and just a very basic one, nothing too hectic. just to set the mood and the tone for the month, to think about what I wanted. And for me, for March, it is resting. It's a lot of resting, and then it's my birthday this month, which is super exciting. And then also studying, and then building. For me, the building part and the you can see the fully up your cup part as well. I want to build and fill up my cup, and I want to do that at the same time, because I felt like I was getting burnt out, I was getting too tired, and I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do before. But together, if I can fill up my cup and rest and build in my own time, then it's going to be perfect for me. So that's my March kind of like overview, what I want to focus on. And I love the quote in this month's Creative and Kin book for March. It says, "You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously." Really, really cool saying. And then I also just written down 3 things that I'm really grateful for right now, and that's to be free and opening up my schedule, the course that I'm going to be doing, more opportunities coming this month. And then for me to think about, or gratitude, is to learn how to rest without feeling guilty, building the routine, and then eating extremely well. So for March, I went ahead and then I planned a bit of my first 2 weeks. I've got quite a few things coming up this week, and that was just like things that I know that was already in my Google Calendar. So I also plugged in some of these things that you'll see on my calendar into my Google Calendar, just so that I know on the day, and I get a reminder on my phone, like this is happening today, we've got to interview this day, we've got to shoot this day, I'm planning to publish the podcast on this day, another YouTube or blog post, or whatever appointments I have. I kind of just put it out in bold so that I remember. And then I just did like a little bit of some to-do lists, and then some notes to think about. And the notes to think about is we're going away, so planning for that, and then the campaigns I'm currently working on, and then the blog post that I want to do. I want to get back into blogging, writing, that is, and then building my daily schedule, some freelance work, and then the book reviews, which I'm super excited for. So I think for me, it's also just about slowing down. For me, it's just about slowing down this month and figuring out, you know, where and how I want to do things, and building the schedule that I think is super important, because I feel like we have habits and routines that are set in because of life, but I want to be able to build my routine around my life and what I want for me. And yeah, I'm super excited to do that. Yeah, so basically for me, this month is about resting, it's about studying, and it's about building. And the most important things is that all I want to do from that is fill up my cup. And filling up your cup, like I always mention when I chat about self-care, is super important. And I feel like we all feel a bit burnt out, and we all feel a bit stressed, and we're feeling fatigued already, and it's only March. So what can you do to fill up your cup? Are you planning to do anything like that? Let me know in the comments, like how do you fill up your cup? I love for us to share and get ideas. So I'm going on a short vacation and just relaxing and switching off for that. So that's one way of me filling up my cup. And then I'm taking more time to read, taking more time to rest and do nothing, and planning in more meditation into my routine, more yoga, more exercise, things that keep me mindful. That's like my entire plan for March. Just listening to my body, understanding like when I'm actually hungry, when I'm actually tired, and listening to rest when I'm tired, to eat when I'm hungry, and not put my body under so much stress and my mind under so much stress. I feel like it was too stressful in the last few weeks, so I want to just take it slow and easy. And yeah, that's looking like how my March will look. And if things come up for, things always come up here and there, I need to be able to slot it in. And if it doesn't slot into my schedule, then this is not something that I want to be doing. So yeah, if you are also doing this, let me know how it's going for you. How did it go from January, February? How were the first 2 months of planning? Did you find that it made a difference to you? Has it helped your goals? And if you want me to do more like videos like this, how should I continue doing this? And I will definitely see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, it was a quick one, so I will see you in my next video. Bye.